What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Tony Mo from Pixabyte, and today we are taking a look at Don't Starve, an open-world survival game developed by Clay Entertainment. The game's been in beta over the past several months, and it's finally seen its official release here on Steam for $14.99. Now, today we're going to look at the adventure mode inside of Don't Starve. The game actually has survival and adventure, but here's the adventure mode. Let's jump into this and break it down. Doorway to adventure. You're about to step into a long, arduous journey to find Maxwell. You will need to survive 5 worlds, each randomly generated, to present a new challenge. Should you die, you will start back at this portal, but lose all your progress on the journey. Are you ready? I'm not, but we're going anyways, because we're dying in survival mode here. Now, to get to this portal, you actually have to just be in a survival sandbox mode and then discover the portal, which can take some time. It took me quite a bit of time, a little bit frustrating, I have to say. I hope that's something they kind of address in the future, maybe just add a standalone mode to hop into the adventure mode. But we're about to run into Maxwell here, so we'll get our first meeting with this man. There he is. Yes, I found your portal, you cocky scientist, you. I learned the hard way. Rubbish. Alrighty. Now, the main point of adventure mode is actually to collect 4 wooden pieces to make a wooden thing, which you then activate to open a portal to the next chapter. Now, this divining rod here, this is one of the main tools we're going to be using. This is actually going to tell us if we're going the right direction or not in order to find these pieces that we need. But first things first, this is, first and foremost, while it is an adventure game, this is still survival. You have to survive in this game. Despite the fact that it's now, we're in an adventure mode, surviving is still a massive part of this game, so immediately we need to start gathering some supplies here. We'll get the grass. Let's talk about, while we're gathering, let's talk a little bit about the controls and the interface. Controls are very standard. WASD, we can click to move our character as well, and then the mouse button will, allow us to pick berries, grass, pick up flowers, all that stuff. It's very intuitive, very on-screen. It kind of shows you everything and how to do it. It's very simple. As for the HUD, if we look to the top right, we'll see kind of our day and our clock. Then we have our hunger, our intelligence, and our health. So if we want to keep Wilson here alive, that's the kind of the main character that we get to play as at the moment. We need to make sure we keep an eye on all those, keep him fed, keep him smart, and keep his health up. Now let's grab some more goodies here. Now let's look to the left side here. We have kind of our toolbar, I guess you could say. We can craft tools through here. We're actually going to craft a axe right now. We have our light sources, some survival elements, science, fight, and then kind of clothing that we can wear for whatever reason. At the bottom we kind of have our inventory. To the right we have equipped gear down here, hats, chest pieces, and whatever tool we have equipped. Then we have the map, which we can hit with tab, which only gets revealed as we discover the areas, and we can use Q and E to rotate the screen. So that's the basics. Let's talk a little bit about the survival elements of this game. It's very bare bones. You start off with nothing, and you gotta pretty much get everything to work your way up. So let's get some carrots here. We could, not hungry yet, but we have an axe already. So let's equip the axe, and let's start getting ourselves some wood, because come nighttime we're going to need to make a fire if we want to survive in the darkness. Not only do more creatures come out at the night, basically the darkness will eventually consume you if you don't have a light source. So you need to have a light. There is no I'll run around blind in the dark. You will die if you don't have a light. That's the bottom line in this game. So let's snatch up some logs here. We're going to need to get some more grass too, because that's used for kindling basically. We can also make torches if we do need to move at night, which is probably something we're going to want to do after the first night. We're going to want to be on the move if we really want to find these elements within this world to take down Maxwell. So Maxwell's kind of the mastermind of these, scientists, and Wilson here is tagged as the gentleman scientist. Now there's actually several different characters you can unlock in order that you can then play as in the survival mode. And they'll kind of have their own attributes. Wilson's attribute is the fact that he can grow a beard over several days. I think that's probably the best attribute you could possibly have. Everybody knows a beard keeps you warm, it makes you smarter, it makes you stronger, and it makes the girls fall in love with you. That's just how beards work in life, It's just the facts. Oh man, now if you look over to the right there, oh, look at that. There's some gear over there. Okay, we're going to risk it. There's some spiders here as well, but this is some good gear. We could definitely, you got to look out for stuff like, look at a backpack. That's what I'm talking about. An amulet, a knot, a shovel. That was a good find. Now let's leave. These different biomes in the game as well. This is kind of like I don't even know, this death biome, I'll just call it, because there's crazy giant worms that shoot out of the ground, as well as a bunch of not so friendly spiders that will just kind of maul you to death over there. So the knot is stuck forever. Well, let's just hold on to that just in case. Melty marbles, they're all melted together. Oh, it's getting dark out. All right, let's make our fire here. Build our campfire. Now the thing about the campfire is you can't just like build it and have it be good all night. You actually have to feed it, much like a fire in real life. So we're gonna make sure we have some extra logs here. I'll add some fuel to it. Now, not only does it look like it'll actually, you know, get lower visually if you click on it. Wilson will make some type of comment in his wonderful off-keynote voice. Whenever characters in this game talk, it sounds like somebody hit the wrong key on a keyboard, or they played a flat note coming out of a trumpet. And I love it. Blended with this game's music and its art style, which you can see it's 3D, 2D. It almost looks like it was hand drawn with a graphic pen. It's wonderful. It makes this game really, really enjoyable. It's one of the things that as soon as I started playing it was like, you know, there's tons of survival, open world survival games out there. So how do they set themselves apart? And this game does it by having not only just the really in-depth features and how far you can actually go and having the science elements, but just the atmosphere, the sound, and the design alone really pulls you in. I'm absolutely in love with the sound effects and the music in this game. It reminds me kind of, you know, the original Frankenstein film, the black and white one from way back in the day. Oh, look at this spider. What do you want? Are you gonna come? I got an axe. I'll take you out, man. Don't mess with me. Alright, and the animations are simply fantastic. Along with Wilson's facial expression that he constantly has on his face. Okay, let's keep this fire stoked. Now this is, while it is adventure mode, as I said, it's still survival. You're going to spend, you know, you're going to have to spend some days gathering resources and pretty much doing this at night. Now what we're actually going to do here, we should have enough. We're going to craft some torches so we can kind of get on the move here. Okay, let's pop up our divining rod. Let's see if we can start to pick the correct direction to walk in here. So the signal's faint going that way. So let's unequip, re-equip. Signal is very faint. Alright, we're just going to throw caution to the wind, slap up a torch, and let's head on out. We're going to borderline follow this. This game actually has seasons as well, so you're going to be running through winter, summer, snow, cold, day, night, everything. This game throws it all at you, on top of the horrendous monsters you'll stumble across. But let's just navigate through the world here. See if we can find some of these wooden pieces here. I don't know if we're going to be able to be honest. We're probably going to die before then. Okay. As you can see, the torches, everything has a percentage use here. So 60%, once that goes out, we'll end up in the dark, and it won't go very well. All right. Oh, no. Okay, that's not good. Oh, almost unequipped our torch there. But this is the main premise of the adventure mode, you know. We have to find those pieces, but it's still survival at heart. It's still Don't Starve survival mode with a little bit of a quest kind of thrown into it. And I like that, you know, it gives you something to work towards while you're trying to survive. And it just overwhelms you enough to make it very, very interesting. And I find that something this game does very, very well. It's managed to accomplish that right balance of like, okay, we're back at our fire, so it's not gone well. Alright guys, well that's, you know, this is Don't Starve. This is the adventure mode. We haven't been able to defeat Maxwell or even get close to him at this point, but, you know, maybe you guys can do better. And if you're interested in checking this game out, we will have a link in the description below. Go give this game a try. If you like open world survival, if you like games like Minecraft, I promise you will really love Don't Starve. But as always, for more indie game coverage, be sure to subscribe to us here on Pixabyte. Until next time, it's been Tony Mo, and I'll see you guys in the forest trying to survive.